You're watching Tommy TV.
Hello, Tornado Nation. I'm Izzy Miller. What's going on here today with the high school students and the second graders?
Well, we've got a cross-curricular activity that includes 5 different classes from Mrs. Cope's second grade here at North School to clothing class from Mrs. Williams at the high school, creative writing class with Mr. Butcher. We also have included journalism. They're here taking some pictures. They did a great spread on it. And last month, Zephyr and Tommy TV here. And obviously, they're going to show this. This is very exciting. As you can see, lots of excitement, excited kids. Comparing the story that they have read to different activities that we can include with all the high school activities. So
yeah, this is a really cool project.
Yeah.
I'm here with Mrs. Williams. So can you tell us about this whole process and this project?
Oh my gosh, I actually found the project way back last spring and talked with Mrs. Kunzman about it and said, hey, this is something I'd like to do. Well, then ended up having surgery in the fall and had to put it on hold. And so when I found it again in my Facebook pages, I was like, oh yeah. So I contacted Mrs. Kunzman and it just has spiraled and spiraled and spiraled far beyond what I expected it to be. This has been an absolute blast today.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's having so much fun and the kids love it.
The kids are loving it. The high school kids are loving reading the stories and just talking with them about the monsters, and we're finding out things about the monsters we didn't know when we made them, so.
Yeah, so what's your favorite part of the process? Because I know that's had like many steps to it.
Oh, I don't know that I can answer favorite. I think it's just been cool to see every step of the way, come to the end, because when I introduced it to my students, and said, this is what we're going to do, they were like, oh yeah, this is great. Can we start now? And so when we got the monsters done, or as we got different steps done, then I was, I would say to them, oh, that's cool. Let's take it one step further. Let's do this, or you're looking for this. Let's try this stitch or whatever. So when our monsters got done, it was really cool. And we just finished the monsters, and literally I talked to Mr. Butcher, and like on late Monday night and on Tuesday that he implemented it into his class. So when I came back to my students and said, hey, new step, and then they were super excited about it. So then we got the stories, and it was just, it's just been fun seeing every little step put together.
Yeah, and it's really cool that you're, using the high school kids and then bringing in the younger kids to work together, and they can see what they're doing at the high school.
Yeah, and we're walking down the hallway and the kids are going, who are they? Who are they? So we walk in and you could see that the children weren't expecting us. I know that they read the stories, but I don't know if they were expecting their monsters back, and I'm not sure what they knew. So it was really cool to go, hey, to have them see, that was mine, so that was awesome. And then just seeing the interaction with my high school students, watching and sitting down and visiting with the kids, it's just been amazing.
Yeah, a great experience and a great learning experience and creativeness and everything.
Yes, and cooperation all the way around. So it's been an awesome experience. One I'm pretty sure we'll do every semester. That's what I'm planning.
Oh yeah, I think the kids would love it every semester.
Yep, I think next year we'll probably get parenting or child development involved as well, because creative writing is a 1-semester class, so we can do a different aspect in a different semester using a different class to help out.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
I'm here with Mr. Butcher, and can you please tell us about this whole project and process?
Ms. Williams approached me and had them write the monster application. There's a book that she was focused on from the monster under the bed, where they had to write, or they had to come up with the idea of why they needed a new monster under the bed and what their job qualifications were. So after they created their monster, we took it the next step with then they had to write why they would be the good monster under the bed, why they were good for that position.
And it's probably hard for the kids, though, because, you have to put it into words where the second graders can understand how to read, right?
Right. That was our main focus, is making our audience for a second grade audience. So we had to make sure that we toned down word choice and they couldn't use big words. Or.
Yeah, that's a good challenge for the kids.
It was good. It was good. They really enjoyed it once they got into it, and to put themselves into another voice like that.
What was your favorite part of this whole process?
Actually, this seems to be my favorite part, is seeing what the kids, they didn't know that it was coming, and now seeing their faces when they see the monster and get their stories, the individual stories that they basically started. That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's really rewarding to see that, they really enjoy what you guys did.
Rewarding, that's the word, rewarding.
Yeah. And so, what do you think of the high school and the little kids, collaborating on this?
Oh, I think that we need to do more of that, to show them where they're going to be one day, and to remind these kids about where they were and how far they've come. So.
Yeah, it gives them somebody to look up to.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I am here with
Lainey Moses.
And can you explain this whole project to me that you're doing today?
Yeah, so we had the papers that the kids filled out with all the details of their monsters, and Miss Williams told us like what colors the monster were going to be and how they were going to make them, and then so we pretty much made a story about them. It was we didn't have a lot of details, so we just kind of made up everything from what the kids had on the paper. So it was really cool to like get a kid's perspective, and we had to like downgrade the words so that they could understand, and it was really weird because we've been using like a lot of different like big words for our other projects. So it was really fun to do, honestly, and it was really nice because we got to give it to the kids and we got to come here and read it to them, and yeah, it was just great.
Yeah, it's probably pretty hard to, kind of put it down to a second grade level of reading.
Yeah, like our main focus in high school is to like get bigger with our words and stuff, so it was really weird, but it was fun. It was a nice break.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. So what was your favorite part of the process of this whole project?
Honestly, it was seeing the kids' drawings. It was so cute, and it was really funny to see like what they would make. It was really cool.
Yeah, to see their creative side and everything. Well, thank you very much. I'm here with
Tawny Minks.
And so what was your part in this process?
Myself, along with a few other students in the class, we were in the sewing class, and we made and designed patterns for the monsters, and we put them together, stuffed them, made them little toys.
So what was your favorite part of this process?
My favorite part, I think, was probably the putting everything together. It was so much fun. My monster had scales on it, and that was a lot of fun just to cut out. I didn't cut out every single scale, but it was a lot of fun to cut out the scales and put everything into a monster and stuff it and get it together. See the final creation. That was a lot of fun, the creation process.
Yeah, just being creative and everything. So, do you like interacting with the kids and having the high school students come over here and interacting with the kids and see what you guys do at the high school?
Yeah, I really enjoy talking with the kids. I mean, it's nice to see you've been working on their monster, and it's kind of like a little tiny look in their life, and then you come and meet them, and you're like, I mean, over there we saw Henry, and he was a shy little boy, and his monster, loved the color yellow and was a little dragon, and he loves geography, it's so cool to meet the kids and how much they resemble their monsters, even though, they're supposed to be their monsters. And it's an interesting experience, and I think it's good for the kids too, because they get to see the creative side of things, and they're like, oh, this is cool, and they have things to look forward to when they get older too.
I'm here with Henry. So what was your monster like?
He's kind of like a snake, but he has like really weird scales, and he has like fire and ice scales kinda, and he has a hat.
What color is your monster?
Purple.
That's a cool color. I'm here with Willow. So can you tell me a little bit about your monster?
Well, my monster's favorite color is black, but she's not black, she's blue. She's a little kitty cat. She thought the reason she has the mouse in her mouth is because she thought it had candy inside the mouse. But the mouse was already dead, so that's why she thought it had candy inside.
That's a really cool looking monster. So what was your favorite part about this process?
My favorite part about this process was getting her.
I really enjoyed giving the monster to the kid because you really want to see if it went up to their expectations, and I think my kid is pretty happy.
That's good. What did the monster look like?
It's a purple dragon with black scales, and he has a hat that says John on it.
That's so cute. So what other things have you done with the high school and the younger kids? Because this is just one of the projects, right?
Right. We've had the mystery greeter program that Mr. Johnson at the high schools helped us spearhead this year. We were having some trouble with tardies, and so we tried to come up with an idea. I have a teacher, Molly Lively, that spearheaded an attendance program this year, and it's been really interesting how we've connected the little kids to the big kids and how they really do look up to them. So this was just kind of a nice way to transition into something different than just mystery greeters. I really like the way that we're working in the district to get all of our kids working together as one.
Yeah, and what are the benefits, you think, of doing all of this, the high schoolers?
Well, I think it's just neat for the kids to see, this is what we're doing in second grade, but it can grow into something bigger as they get into the high school levels. I think they're amazed that these are 10th, 11th, and 12th. When Mrs. Williams said sophomores, juniors, and seniors, they all kind of looked at me like they look at everything as a number, and that seems so far off in the distance for them. But just to see that we can connect in ways through the curriculum, and literacy is a big part of the district initiative, and it's just nice to see that it's still carried over into the high school in just a different way, that they can bring it back down to the little kids.
Yeah, it gives them something to look forward to and people to look up to.
Yes.
Today, we were with all the kids as they got their monsters that the clothing class made for them, and they had a whole description, and the kids really enjoyed it. They were all so excited when the high schoolers came in. They were all like, their eyes got really big because, you know, they look up to the high schoolers, and I think they all just had a really great time, and it's great that we're incorporating high school with the younger kids. And I'm Izzy Miller with Tommy TV.